How we make choosing the right bike rack easy. Thank you for downloading your free Bike Rack Buyer's Guide. It should make buying the right bike rack so much easier. That's because it reveals the pros and cons of each of the three main types of bike rack. There's the roof bike rack, the strap-on bike rack, and the tow bar bike rack. Plus, we look at the pros and cons of our very own MaxxRaxx bike rack. It's a tow bar bike rack, but uses a unique, specially designed cradle to keep your bike safe and secure. A handy table in the report shows you how each of the four bike racks compare on things like safety and security. You can see at a glance which bike rack is best or worst for fuel consumption, as well as how easy or hard they make it to load and unload your bikes. Roof-mounted bike racks, for example, are strong and don't restrict your access to the rear of the car, but they're also the most likely to cause damage to your car's paintwork. That's because hauling bikes up to the roof and down again leads to scrapes on your car's paintwork, and that's likely to cost you hundreds of pounds in repair work to your car. Even putting one bike onto a roof-mounted car rack is a two-person job. So that makes them inconvenient if you want to go on a solo bike ride. Carrying bikes on top of your car is expensive in other ways too. For example, it can increase your fuel bill by 30%. That's because a roof-mounted bike rack creates drag on the car. Even driving with the empty rack on the roof can increase your fuel costs by 10%. And bikes on top of your car add several feet to its overall height, which can make it hard to get into a car park or onto a ferry or the Eurostar, which spells disaster for any European cycling holiday. So, although they will keep your bike secure, they're likely to damage your car, make it harder to load and unload your bikes, and they add to your fuel bill. So, what about the cheapest bike racks? These are attached to your car with straps and buckles. This makes them seem like a good option, but they are probably the worst. For a start, your bikes are likely to scratch your car's paintwork, and so will the straps and buckles. So, what seems like a cheap option very quickly becomes an expensive one. That's because you'll have to pay to have the scratches and scrapes on your car fixed. Strap-on bike racks are not strong. That makes it very likely your bikes might become loose and even fall off your car. Imagine that happening when you're driving on a motorway. Safety aside, what about when you need to get access to the rear of your car? Let's say you want to unload some bags from the boot. Well, you'll have to remove the bikes from the rack and the rack itself before you can open the boot. What a hassle! And if that wasn't bad enough, the strap-on bike racks are not secure. That makes it easy for thieves to steal them. You could return from having a meal to find your bikes have been stolen. So, strap-on bikes are cheap, but they're likely to damage your car. They're weak and they make it easy for thieves to steal your bikes. No wonder strap-on bike racks are the most likely to end up gathering dust in people's lofts or in their garage. So, what about bike racks that are mounted on a tow bar? They're initially more expensive, especially if you don't have a tow bar already fitted. That's the downside. On the plus side, they're the safest, strongest and easiest way to carry bikes on your car. The tow bar on most cars is easily strong enough to carry 4 bikes, so long as the bike rack itself is sturdy. Tow bar mounted bike racks give the lowest increase in fuel consumption. They last for many years too. In most cases, you can use the same rack on a second or replacement car. Since the bikes are held clear of the car, there's little risk of them damaging the paintwork. Our own MaxxRaxx bike racks are designed to fit onto your car's tow bar too, but they're also unique in that they use a strong ratchet system, like those used on lorries, to hold the crossbar of each bike onto a cradle. This makes the bikes extra secure, which means you can drive safe in the knowledge your bikes are staying put. Plus, it keeps the bikes away from your car's paintwork, which means no repair bills for scratches and scrapes. They can be fitted to your car in minutes too. Once the MaxxRaxx bike rack is installed, you can load and unload your bikes very quickly and easily, and they ensure your bikes are safe. That's because every MaxxRaxx bike rack has a fitted security system, so that your bikes can't easily be stolen from your car. That means you're safe in the knowledge that your bikes are safe from thieves. They're convenient too. The MaxxRaxx bike racks have been designed to tilt to give you complete access to the rear of your vehicle. So even if you have 5 bikes attached to the bike rack, you'll still be able to access whatever's stored in the boot. Plus, all MaxxRaxx bike racks are guaranteed for 5 years. They're sturdy and long-lasting too. In fact, some of our clients are still using the MaxxRaxx bike rack they bought 10 years ago. So, when it comes to safety, security and strength, the MaxxRaxx bike racks come out on top. Plus, they're easy to use. Being able to unload your bikes in minutes means you can spend more time cycling, and that's what you really want. You can find out more about MaxxRaxx bike carriers on our website right now by clicking the button on this page.